Why the need for intoxication is going up in the society? There are many reasons. One basic thing is, people are no more fighting for survival. A large segment of society has moved out of survival. When people move out of survival, they must find other areas of interest and passionate involvement. If that doesn't happen, the need for pleasure and the need for intoxication will naturally go up in that given society. In this culture, even the kings sent their children to Gurukula, where they studied with other children, where everybody lived with very basic needs, because a necessary sense of discipline and involvement and engagement with life has to happen before wealth comes into somebody's life. Otherwise, wealth will become a burden that you carry on your head. And this is what is happening to this generation. And one more reason is, because these days both the parents are working largely, at an early age, the needed attention that the child needs is not happening to the child, so naturally various deviances are taken to, and there is not enough physical activity. When you don't enjoy the fitness of your body, then the only other thing that you will enjoy is intoxication. If you do not enjoy the vibrance and vitality of your system, then intoxication becomes the only way. And now drugs are not only intoxication, they'll also make them feel vibrant for a few hours. So, massively, the generation is moving in that way. So there are many aspects. Fundamentally, there is no need for an individual human being to physically strive for his survival. That itself makes the need for intoxication more. What are the solutions? It's very, very important, those of you who have growing children, you involve them in sports, other activity which engages them with nature, art, music. They must become passionate about something, they must learn to know the pleasures of their intellect, their emotion, their consciousness. When one begins to enjoy the pleasures of the mind, the pleasures of the sharpness of your intellect, the pleasures of emotion, the pleasures of your consciousness, then to indulge in the pleasures of the body will naturally come down dramatically. So this is very important, that children should go through a variety of activity and involvement and passionate involvement in various things. This will bring down the need for alcohol and drugs.
One question that comes up a lot is, why yoga? Why yoga? And if we just look at the definition of yoga as being union, the coming together of things, and we look at the definition of addiction as disconnection, the place where nothing connects. Purely by definition, the practice and the experience of yoga is the antithesis of addiction. Yoga is the antidote to addiction, by definition. And of course, people have so many ideas about what yoga is, or how it looks, or this practice, or that practice, or… I've heard from so many guys, for example, oh, that's a girl's practice. I'm like, really? We're just talking about connecting with ourself through physical movement and breath. We're talking about becoming more flexible in mind and body. We're talking about becoming stronger. I mean, really strong, outside and inside. And we're talking about developing the skill to live up to a set of values and principles that are meaningful to us. That's yoga. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's meditative, sometimes we're working with the breath. Those are all practices, and then we take our yoga out into the world to be the best version of ourselves.